Alright, we're gonna make some backgrounds using Distress Crayons and Stencils. Any stencils will do. And what we have here is paper that's already been painted. Here's gonna be the end effect. We have paper that's already been painted with some Black Gesso. I don't care what brand. Just paint some paper with Black Gesso, paint a lot of it, and save them to do projects with later. So I'm going to show you how we get to this. And it's not going to be exactly this, but you can use a technique for anything. And I guess the point is you can put the colors on haphazardly and it doesn't matter because it's going to come out looking pretty cool no matter what colors you use. So I'm going to get out some just brown foundation here, more of just a mixed color, and you see it doesn't show up that color on the black. And just throw on a few more colors. It does not matter where, but try to get them kind of blended in there. We're gonna add a few more, so don't worry that there's some spaces in there. The one color I used that I did not like on here was antique linen, and I don't know if mine's just dry or what, but it goes on crumbly. See, it didn't blend very well, but maybe it showed some of the highlights over there, so I haven't totally given up on it, but I don't think I like it on black. We could try some white. Okay, see, the white's a lot creamier, it blends in more, so let's throw some of that on there. And I don't care too much that my crayons get dirty because, well, they're crayons and you can rub them right off later. So don't worry that you're coloring over different colors on here. See how it just goes right on there? And you want to try to get it a little bit to the edges. Not too picky which color you do that with. Okay, so we have down kind of a layer. I want to make sure there's decent coverage, so just keep laying it on there until you get the thing covered. Okay, so any of those black spaces, the edges are kind of not as particular because you'll probably cut them off. This time I used some darker red, but I think the really light colors show up a lot cooler, so maybe lighten it up a little bit. This light blue goes on almost like a cloudy white, so all right, good and thick. I don't have to work too fast with this technique because we're gonna remove some of it, and the gesso I think keeps it on there longer. The other one I used antique bronze for this clock kind of thing. This time I'm gonna use some brush pewter. Yeah, some silverish pewter, I guess, on there. I think the metallic kind of blends better, so it's not as just stenciled out. So grab a baby wipe. I mean, I could have used my dirty one, but for the video, it just doesn't look as great, right? And I'm gonna, the clock, I'm gonna do a little bit of clock right here and just rub it off, okay? Doesn't have to be perfectly clean, because it doesn't, I moved mine a little bit. It's fine, doesn't matter, because it's not going to be a perfect image. That's not what we're going for here. See, because look at it, it blends in like that. What I did here to kind of the continuity was where I saw a big circle. I didn't line it up perfectly, but took some of that off on the side too, so that the circle looks like it goes all the way around. Some of this here too. So see, then the circle looks like it goes all the way around. And then you can also wipe your glass mat off at this point. No rush because it's water soluble. And then wet finger on the edges. I use just a baby white wet finger to kind of blend it in more. And you can also go in with a watercolor paintbrush too if you want to blend it a little more. I didn't see any need to on this one because it's pretty cool just the way it is. So we can use these backgrounds, glue something else on it or whatnot, but just wanted to show you how quick that is and how nicely the crayons work with stencils on Black Gesso.